People think they can't impact how others feel about them. They believe they can't steer someone else's thoughts, and that's where they throw in the towel on love. But let me tell you, that's not true. By using these 9 techniques that we are going to show you in this video, you can make someone miss you without seeming creepy or desperate. If you can make them feel a combination of certain emotions, it's very likely that they will make the decision to give you another chance. In fact, people don't even need an actual reason or rationalization to come back and give you another shot at love. This means that there is no way to mess up when learning how to make someone subconsciously think about you. With that said, here are the 9 psychological tips to make someone miss you. Don't be available for them all the time. Experts in psychology and relationships say that the stronger sense of missing someone arises when you don't always have what you want. Basically, if someone is constantly around and always available to hang out, it's tougher for them to feel the absence of your presence. On the other side, if they can't reach you when they need emotional support or a shoulder to lean on, they'll start realizing how significant you are in their life. For those aiming to make someone miss them, this is often considered as being unavailable. But it's crucial not to come across as excessively unavailable, as that might push the person even further away. The key is finding a balance so that they can recognize your value and not just take you for granted. Being a little less available can be the key to capturing their attention and leaving them yearning for more. It's all about creating that magnetic field that keeps them wondering about you when you're not around. So, why does not being available all the time work like magic? It's all about the power of mystery. When you're not constantly at someone's beck and call, it creates intrigue. People naturally want what they can't have, and a bit of mystery makes you more interesting. By maintaining some distance and not always being readily available, you become a puzzle to solve, leaving them curious and more likely to miss the moments they don't have with you. Let them take the initiative. If you let them take the lead in your interactions, it signals that you're not overly dependent on them. When they're the ones initiating, it's like they're doing the chasing, which tends to be quite appealing for most people. While it's crucial to set boundaries and communicate that you're not desperate to do anything just to get another chance, always being the one to start conversations might be off-putting. If you're aiming for someone to miss you, it's wise to let them take the initiative most of the time. This way, they'll start wondering about your value without feeling like you're pushing them too far away. If you're always the one reaching out and they never initiate contact, it can come off as needy and desperate. Even if you miss them a lot, it's important to ease up on that and let them take the reins sometimes. Allowing them to take the initiative also plays into the dynamics of attraction. When someone feels they have the freedom to pursue and express their interest, it fosters a sense of autonomy and choice. This can enhance their perception of you, making your presence in their life feel like a conscious decision rather than an obligation. It's a subtle way of conveying that you value yourself and your time, which in turn can amplify your attractiveness. However, it's essential to strike a balance. While encouraging them to take the lead, it's not about playing hard to get to an extreme. Genuine connection thrives on reciprocity, so occasional initiatives from both sides help maintain a healthy interaction. It's about creating a rhythm where both individuals contribute to the dynamic, ensuring a mutual understanding of each other's importance without slipping into a pattern of one-sided effort. Be mysterious and don't be predictable. Avoiding constant availability and refraining from always taking the initiative are key factors in keeping things interesting. As mentioned earlier, people generally dislike predictability and find the chase enticing. Introducing an element of mystery creates an air of unpredictability around you. When someone can't predict your reactions, such as not getting an immediate response when they suggest hanging out, it triggers curiosity and leaves them wondering about your intentions. Embracing unpredictability becomes a strategy to make someone miss you, turning it into a puzzle for them to unravel. It's not about completely ignoring messages, but rather introducing an element of unpredictability and maintaining a bit of mystery. This subtle approach sends a subconscious message that you're not overly eager and you have your own life going on. Being mysterious and avoiding predictability injects an element of excitement into the relationship. It's akin to keeping the storyline of your connection with someone full of unexpected twists and turns. This intrigue can cultivate a sense of longing and anticipation. When your responses and actions become less foreseeable, It creates a mental space where the other person is compelled to think about you and what might happen next, adding a layer of depth to the overall experience. However, maintaining a level of mystery doesn't equate to playing games or being unresponsive. It's about finding a balance that keeps the relationship dynamic. Occasionally surprising them with unexpected plans or responses keeps the interaction fresh and engaging. The key is to strike a balance where unpredictability sparks curiosity without causing confusion or frustration. This way, you're actively contributing to the vitality of the relationship, making it more likely that the other person will miss the unique and unpredictable aspects you bring to the connection. Always put yourself first. Establishing a strong foundation in any relationship begins with prioritizing self-development and understanding your own desires. Constantly putting others first can inadvertently lead to being taken for granted, as people may come to expect your continuous availability. Centering the interaction solely on the other person can dilute the sense of self, making it crucial to strike a balance. When you are genuinely happy with who you are, it becomes noticeable to others, making it challenging for them not to recognize your happiness independent of their presence. This doesn't imply neglecting those around you, but rather finding balance by focusing on both personal fulfillment and caring for others. Striking this balance enhances your perceived value, making it hard for the person you want to miss you to overlook your meaning and significance in their life. By nurturing your own well-being and happiness, you contribute positively to the relationship's overall energy. This self-assurance not only increases your attractiveness, but also makes the other person more likely to miss the unique positivity and fulfillment you bring. It reinforces the idea that your presence is an enriching and valuable addition, rather than a constant and expected presence. Don't always say yes whenever they want something. Constantly saying yes and being overly accommodating can contribute to predictability, making it challenging for someone to genuinely miss you. If you're always readily available, the other person might come to expect that meeting their needs is effortlessly within reach. Striking a balance is key, finding the middle ground between being helpful and focusing on your own priorities. Research suggests that people who prioritize their own well-being are more likely to be missed by their loved ones. If you're consistently available and constantly doing everything for someone else, they may struggle to recognize your true value and the missed opportunity of having a fantastic connection with you. Introducing a degree of challenge by not always agreeing immediately to their requests can enhance your perceived worth, making them appreciate and value you more. Creating a bit of challenge in the dynamic adds an element of excitement and reinforces the idea that your time and efforts are valuable. It encourages the other person to recognize the worth of your contributions and the effort required to have you involved, fostering a deeper appreciation for the relationship. This approach contributes to a healthier and more mutually fulfilling connection, where both individuals recognize and value each other's contributions. Be strong and stop being needy. Reiterating the point about prioritizing yourself, it's crucial to avoid coming across as clingy, as it can be a major turnoff. Nobody enjoys being with someone who seems to lack their own life and constantly sends needy signals. Showing that you have a life of your own is essential to making someone miss you. If you're always available, the person may struggle to appreciate your absence. Take your time in subtly showcasing your independence, and over time, they'll start looking up to you, realizing they can't take your presence for granted any longer. Strength lies in knowing when to reach out and when to give space. If there's been a lapse in communication, it's acceptable to send a text once, but refrain from always being the one to initiate contact. This approach establishes a healthy balance, allowing them to recognize your independence and prompting them to take the initiative. Creating a dynamic where both parties contribute to the relationship's momentum fosters a sense of mutual appreciation and ensures that your value isn't overlooked. Make them feel good about themselves. Creating a positive and uplifting atmosphere is essential if you want someone to miss your presence. Constant negativity can drive people away, so focus on building them up and making them feel good about themselves. Research indicates that people are drawn to achievers and those who radiate success. To make them miss you, ensure they are aware that there's someone who values and appreciates their efforts. This acknowledgement not only boosts their self-esteem, but also provides the motivation to think about you in a positive way. By highlighting their strengths and achievements, you become associated with a source of encouragement and positivity, making it more likely that they'll miss the unique support and appreciation you bring into their life. Never beg for their attention. Being constantly needy can be a roadblock to making someone miss you, as people generally shy away from those who constantly require something from them. Instead of desperately seek their time and attention, it's crucial to maintain your independence and find happiness and motivation within yourself. The more self-reliant you are, the higher your value in their eyes. By showing strength and independence, you make it more challenging for them to find someone else with your qualities, enhancing the chances that they will miss your unique attributes. Even when you do manage to capture their attention, it may not be as fulfilling if they perceive your dependence on them. This awareness can lead to them taking advantage of the situation, diminishing the satisfaction of the connection. Therefore, fostering your own happiness and motivation not only increases your desirability, but also sets the stage for a relationship where both parties contribute equally, ensuring a more fulfilling and balanced connection. Learn to move on. Letting go, especially when strong emotions are involved, can be a huge, challenging step. Nevertheless, moving on is an inevitable part of life. And if you aim to create the conditions for them to miss you, it's crucial to embrace this process. The most effective approach involves immersing yourself in your own life, staying busy, and not dwelling excessively on thoughts about the person. Sometimes, it's wiser to release the attachment rather than waiting indefinitely for someone. Persistent efforts to win someone back or continuously seeking their attention may signal an inability to move on, hindering personal growth and prolonging emotional healing. If acceptance becomes difficult, channeling your energy into personal growth and new experiences can be transformative. By investing in your own life, you not only enhance your attractiveness through independence, but also create space for the other person to recognize what they might be missing. It's about finding a balance between acknowledging your emotions and actively taking steps toward a future that doesn't solely revolve around the past relationship. Your happiness should not rely on someone else's feelings or actions. Focus on building your own dreams and reaching for your goals. By living with the genuine belief that your happiness is self-sustained, you not only showcase resilience and strength, but also pave the way for a life of genuine satisfaction. This not only sets the stage for personal fulfillment, but also sends a powerful message that, even without them, you are capable of achieving greatness and finding joy.